video, and this time I want to be talking about losing weight on this journey of what I think is self-improvement. Um, I know these videos are irregular and they most likely won't be consistent, but I'll still put it out there. I'll reach out when I do upload something. And I do want to say thank you for the support on my last video. It was very surprising. Honestly expected it to maybe get like 5 views. But it got like 30. So thank you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you're able to find some use of that information, and that I was able to help in some way or prevent you from getting into that situation maybe. Yeah. And even if the video wasn't a real connecting moment for you, if you still enjoyed it, that's good too. So thank you. And I do have a personal attachment to this subject. I have myself lost a good 80 pounds. I used to be around 280. I'm now around 200. So yeah, I have some experience with this. I know the struggle of being morbidly obese. I'm not sure if it was morbidly obese or just obese, but I was at least obese, which is not good. There's normal weight, overweight, and then obese on the BMI scale. So yeah, obese is at a level to where it's more life-threatening. And every once in a while people ask me how I lost all that weight, when they see me how I was before. I probably should have brought a picture, but 80 pounds, you can just imagine that, 80 pounds. I was the same height I am now. It was a lot. And so my first piece of advice, the most important thing to do is your nutrition, to look at what you're eating. And I touched on the subject a little bit when I was talking about relationships in my last video. Because it does affect you. Losing weight, often, it's usually, unless you're already at a healthy weight and you're going to an anorexic level, losing weight will just help your attitude in general. It will make you healthier. Usually there's some unhealthy ways to do it. I'm going to talk about that in this video. Intermittent fasting is a good way to start on your weight loss journey. I think I talked about this too. I wouldn't recommend going over 5 days on the intermittent fasting diet, just because it can lead to permanent damage like hair loss, skin damage. It can slow down your metabolism, which makes you absorb more calories than you normally would. And for those of you that might not know what intermittent fasting is, it is basically when you allow yourself to eat for a window of time in the 24-hour day, and for the rest of the time you can't eat. And usually that just means it usually equals out to about maybe like one full meal and a snack throughout the day. You shouldn't just be eating nonstop for like 5 hours, and then in those 5 hours you eat 5,000 calories. That's not going to work out. And the recommended thing to eat on the one big meal and snack would probably be, for me personally, I just had like a bowl of oatmeal and a good smoothie. Um, but fruits and veggies are a really good thing to start off with to really restart your body on, to finally give it that nutrition that it's needing. Um, and when you do get back to eating normally after those 5 days, like I said, I wouldn't recommend more than 5 days. The first two are the hardest, um, and you will need patience on that because it's really not easy. There's a lot of relapse when it comes to losing weight, and I personally had to go. I still struggle with losing weight, and I still gain weight. Right now, I just gained 10 pounds. I was around 190, and now I'm up to 200. It's a never-ending goal, especially once you get to a point of like obesity. It's a never-ending struggle. Um, you'll always be dealing with this, and one thing you can do is just stay on top of it. Just stay strict with yourself. Uh, and speaking of patience, you you're gonna need patience. Definitely a lot of it. That's probably like the second most important thing in my opinion. You, depending on how you lose weight, and the best way to lose weight is obviously through consistency and setting realistic goals for yourself, but also being strict. You may not see results for weeks or a week or a month. And sometimes you just really want to see those results overnight or within a week. And I mean, you will on the 5 day intermittent fasting, but don't get used to that level of progress. Don't be mad when you don't see certain pounds being dropped in a day, in 2 days. I'd say a good amount of weight to lose, depending on how much weight you have left to lose, maybe like something an average of like, I don't know, a half a pound a day, maybe. It all depends. It all depends on you and your age, how much weight you have left to lose. The less amount of weight you have left to lose, the harder it's gonna be to lose it. The older you are, the slower your metabolism is. If you've already been repeatedly doing this intermittent fasting, your metabolism will be slower because you have starved your body, which is why it's not good to do this specifically too often. Really intermittent fasting is a tool that should be used rarely, again, in my opinion. Something else you have to look on for lasting results in this would be to look at why you're eating that much. Why in the first place you got to the level of overweight. Well, not overweight. Everyone gets to that point. But to get to the point of obesity, of morbid obesity, there's a reason, more than likely, psychologically, something in your past, something going on that is just beyond the taste of food being good. And that's something that you have to look inward, look at your own life, look at your own problems. Maybe you can find it in your past and think about what connection you have to food, why you rely on it so much. And if you can't, then I would suggest looking for professional help, looking for a therapist, and just seeing where it goes. But for me, it was more family issues, and it was tough. I don't know how much I should get into that. That would be too personal. But for me, it was family issues. For you, it could be something else. In terms of inspiration, because that's something else that's very important for losing weight. To get you started, to keep you going when you see that junk food when you see food at a party or at a social event, you just want to binge eat. Or you're home alone, you decide to stay home one day and you have nothing to do, so you're like, might as well just eat. You try to like compromise with yourself for those days when you really need inspiration. I would, when I was obese, I would look at myself and just, I didn't like the person looking back at me. I didn't like how I felt emotionally, physically. I hated it. I honestly hated it. And Jesus, this video is going on for a while. I really did hate it though, and you have to find what you don't like about your situation. Maybe hate is too strong of a word, but what you don't like, and find enough of it to where it is stronger than your love for food, to where it outweighs it. And that's what I did, to push through, to start, and also keeping in mind patience. You won't see results that quick. It is something that is lifelong, and not just for the week, not just for the 3 days, not just some cleanse. It is your new lifestyle. Like you've been overeating all this time. You will now have to consciously look at what you're eating, and in the beginning, look at calories and find out what you can eat. Get a real sense of what your body can handle, to get you started, to keep you going on that journey, on this journey that you're taking. Don't look at this as a diet. It's a lifelong choice to be healthy. I already said that. Look into weightlifting or cardio as your workout routine. Another part of losing weight is working out. And you will either need, it usually falls into the two categories of weightlifting or cardio. Some people like running. I think most prefer weightlifting, including myself. Cardio takes so much more time to get into, and weightlifting is just right off the bat, I feel like it's more fun. Or sooner than cardio, it becomes more fun. And building muscle, you just get that result quicker. And depending on that, weightlifting, my recommendation would be to start with a workout once a week, build up to twice a week, and eventually 3 times a week. For once a week, whatever day of the week, and then twice, you can make it Monday and Friday. And then once you get to 3 times, you can make it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it would usually be a full body workout. That is a goal to work yourself up to. That would be for working out. And now for consequences of losing weight. Some other excuses people use to not lose weight is the stretch marks, the loose skin, and I mean that's true. I personally have some loose skin, some stretch marks, and I'm not really comfortable with it. But if I have to choose between that and still being 280 pounds and obese and struggling to go up a flight of stairs, I'd still choose this body than the one I had before. It is definitely worth it, and you'll feel better losing that weight if you do it the right way. Don't starve yourself, take care of yourself and do this in a way that you can enjoy it. I feel like I should have been talking about that more. Make sure that you enjoy what you eat, get quality stuff, and find what you like, what tastes good to you, healthy food that tastes good. Don't just eat pure spinach or like just plain salads with nothing on it. You know, make it fun for yourself. Make it what you like, because it's you. This is all for you. Um, and what else? Losing weight also lowers the risk of diabetes and heart problems, which heart problems are the number one killer in America. You know, it's funny how we all think about how someone else might, you know, hurt you, but it's usually you. It's usually you with your food choices um, that's killing yourself. You know, with sugar and salt. And I still struggle with that. I still eat bad. But it's a constant struggle, like I said, something that you always have to be working on. Um, you know, there's a lot of problems that come with diabetes. You know, it's a lot. You know, injecting yourself with insulin, the risk of losing limbs. It affects your body, your organs, and you know, your family can end up losing you sooner than they'd want to. And your family does care about you. Unless you're one of the few people that has a really messed up family. Sorry. But most likely your family does care about you and they want you to be healthy. So, you know, if you're also struggling with inspiration from yourself, maybe look at your family that doesn't want you to be overweight, that wants you to be around and happy and healthy and able to move around with them, play with them at the park. You know, simple things that we take for granted that we don't think about, because it is important. You know, it seems simple, but it is important. Sorry. And you know, I already said that. Another big part that I found helpful is realizing that you are the reason you have gained this weight. You know, even if you're raised in a really messed up, fucked up family situation with bad people around you, the point is right now you have realized that you're not in a good situation, or you're starting to question it, and you're starting to see, you know, you are maturing now, you are your own adult, you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your success and for your failure. Even if you don't want to accept that subconsciously or consciously, and you want to put it on other people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the fact is it's on you to shape your own future, like it's on me to shape mine. You know? All you can do is hope that you make the right choices and that the people around you are good, and to consciously also try and make that your situation. You know? I'm not saying you can't have some stupid friends to have fun with, but know that there are friends to have fun with, and don't start taking life advice from them. You know, have your good friends, have your responsible friends, your friends to take to parties, separate them and keep them separate. I think that's about it. Oh shit. Okay, that's about it. And that was a long ass video on losing weight. And I just wanted to put that out there for anyone that was struggling with it. I hope the video was alright. There's probably even more I could have said, but it's 20 minutes in. So thank you. I hope someone can make use of this video, and I will hopefully be back with another video soon. Thank you guys so much. You know, and then I gotta flex on.